All right. Anyway, we are going to move the call forward with very, very exciting news about our speaker today. It's a big day for her. We have the pleasure of bringing on our newest super trainer to the call. She started her Beachbody partnership a few years ago, back when DVDs were still around, I think. What, right? She was one of the yoga instructors in 3-week yoga retreat. If you haven't checked out that program, you absolutely should. She has an extensive background in ballet, yoga, Pilates, theater, fitness, personal development. I'm so much more. She's the total package, and we're grateful for her and her new program, Barre Blend, on the eve of the Coach exclusive purchase window. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Elise Joan. Hello there.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me on. This is like better than Christmas Eve. I'm so excited.
Well, I'm really happy that you're here. You came into the office today and we set you all up. So I'm going to step out of the way. I'm going to ask you a few questions that you and I have worked on together. But for the first part of the call, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background in ballet and yoga and take it away.
Yeah, well, a lot of you guys know me as one of the yoga experts who helped co-create the 3-week yoga retreat. It's been such a joy seeing all of our coaches go do some of my bod yoga programs in the yoga studio, which is great prep for Barre Blend. But preceding my yoga career by like 20 years was my career in barre and ballet. My mom put me in ballet classes when I was 3 years old, and I fell in love right away. There was just this incredible freedom of movement and self-expression, and I developed this relationship that movement is something that can bring joy, that can help us find ourselves and define ourselves, can help us heal ourselves. And I think really, you know, my journey kind of started there at a very young age. From there, I went on to dance with the Virginia Ballet Company all through my high school years. And I was a principal soloist there, which was so much fun. Got to dance to, you know, the Nutcracker and some of these famous ballets, Coppelia and Swan Lake. And I just found it so fulfilling and a really amazing way to find health and fitness in a way that didn't feel like work, that felt like joy and fun. And that's what I am hoping and what I'm seeing from the coaches people are experiencing and resonating with about Barre Blend. So after that career in dance, which was my youth, I went to college at William & Mary and discovered musical theater. And that was my first career. I had the pleasure of doing so many amazing shows with some incredible actors like Anne Margaret and Tony Curtis. And after about 7 years doing musical theater in New York and on Broadway tours, I developed a vocal injury. I got prenodular polyps that became vocal nodes, pretty serious injury, and it ended my theatrical career in one doctor's visit. So from there, I needed to find something new. And, you know, I've always been one to believe that when you face obstacles, that you have the opportunity to turn those obstacles into something new, something magical, if you're open to it. But at the time, it was pretty challenging. I had to go on 2 months of vocal rest, no speaking at all. So it was a really pivotal time in my life because, first of all, I learned to listen and becoming a good listener, not just to other people in my life, but to myself. And I really got to kind of tune inward. During that time, I found my yoga practice. I'd never set foot on a yoga mat before, but of course I thought, you know, I'm a professional dancer. Yoga's going to be so easy. I like rolled into an advanced class, you know, thinking I was just going to own it, right? Like 4 or 5 face plants later, I was pretty humbled and realized yoga is an incredible physical experience as well. And from there, I just had a really emotional experience from my first class. I broke out into tears as I started the healing process of the end of one career and a total uncertainty about what's next. And I know all of you guys as amazing coaches, right? Like we've all experience these moments where nothing's guaranteed and we have to work hard to develop ourselves, both, you know, from a personal level and then of course in our profession and our purpose as well. And, you know, the owner of the yoga studio saw that I had this connection with movement and the practice and offered to certify me. So I got certified in yoga and started teaching and loved it. I just found that I was I would share some of my struggles. I'd say, hey, today's a challenging day. Here's something that helped me. Let's try this move. Let's try this affirmation. And from there, I became really interested in learning everything I could about the body. So when I was back in college at William and Mary, I had started off pre-med. So I did have some education on biomechanics and human physiology and anatomy. And now I wanted to experience it. So I got certified in basically everything that's out there. But the first thing was barre. And I was very fortunate that my mentors in barre were the direct proteges of Lottie Burke. So if you don't know about barre, what we know today as barre is based on the Lottie Burke method. And she was a professional dancer who got injured and felt that physical therapy wasn't quite enough for her. She wanted physical therapy and strength training. So she developed her own method, the Lottie Burke method. And my mentors studied with her for 20 years, taught for her. They were one of the first people to go out on their own and begin barre. So my background in barre is super classic traditional barre with literally 1 degree of separation from the creator herself who began the Lottie Burke method back in 1958. So I feel really lucky to have that purist background. From there, I got tapped by Equinox to take that classic barre training, and they gave me some permission to add my own flair. And the one thing that I thought classic barre lacked, and a lot of coaches have asked me what makes Barre Blend different, I added some more joy of movement, some more mobility, my signature cardio sculpting intervals. So it's really unlike anything you've tried, but I went on to develop some barre programs for Equinox here in Southern California and trained some other teachers to teach them. And I just had a wonderful time and went on to get certified in everything from Schwinn cycling to step aerobics, so I've really taken all of this background, basically 20 plus years in group fitness, and taken the best of the best and created this comprehensive Barre Blend program. So I'm so excited to share it with you guys tomorrow.
And I bet you haven't had any Energize this morning, right?
You know what? I haven't yet. I usually do my Energize like immediately before stepping to the bar, because those of you who've done the sample workout know that a little Energize might be needed for the first 10 days of this program. But it's been fun. Right now, I'm just kind of energized by this call.
I love how joyful you are. And I know that this has come as a journey for you. And many of the people who are listening or watching this call started out with ballet as a little girl. So we can completely connect and relate. I know that I can. So I'm really grateful that you're here. And I do want to ask you about, how does the program, in your opinion, stack up to a traditional barre class?
So it's very innovative. So I think it takes the fundamentals and the amazing burn that you expect from a barre class. You get all the benefits that you get from a classic barre class, but then I've up-leveled it a bit. I've added cardio sculpting intervals. I have added a little bit more mobility, because my real goal is to get everyone not just the amazing physical results that they want, because at the end of the day, we are a results-based program, a results-based company. But I wanted everyone to feel amazing while they're doing it. And I'll say that from a physical standpoint, of course, but one of the main reasons that it's different from, I think, a classical barre class, at least back in my day, when of teaching classic barre, like classic Pilates, it's very regimented, it's very disciplined, it's very functional, but it lacks some joy. And I wanted to bring the joy back in. So we have all of these affirmations. A lot of what I want for you guys as coaches is to know your own worth, to know your own power, to know the difference that you are making in this world by being a Beachbody coach. You are offering people such a gift. I mean, to take a barre class out here in LA, it's about $40 plus parking, plus babysitting each class. So you're talking like $100, by the time a day is done, and then a couple hours, between class and driving. You are offering people a cost-effective way to prioritize their own health, their own wellness. And in this case, and one of the things that I think makes Barre Blend super special, your own inner empowerment. You're going to transform your mind, your heart, your body, of course, but really your life. I think through the 60-day program, you guys will notice some big transformations happening. And I want us all to start 2020 together powerfully with a lot of inspiration.
You are so awesome. I just love watching you speak, because you're so authentic, and you have been through this journey, and you understand what people are going through.
Yeah.
I do want to ask you again about, well, first of all, I want to tell everybody that rose-colored bar that is in the program is not for sale. So
I
let's just
know.
put that out there. We know everybody loved it, and it was a beautiful prop for the program. But over the weekend, I don't have a bar. I used a chair. And
Yeah.
let's just say my chair kept sliding a
Ah,
little bit.
you need a stable chair. Yes, yes. But
What's a stable chair? I'm not using a chair on wheels.
ah, we got you. We'll get you a little get you a little core elevation, and then you won't even need a chair. You'll graduate away
Exactly.
from the chair. But yeah,
So
no bar is needed at all. I've been watching. I'm like obsessed with our coaching network. I literally budget probably an hour in the morning and an hour and a half at night to watch all the stories. I've shared so many of them. I've seen people use an actual bar, like in their home where they have a bar, like an alcohol bar. I've seen them use chairs, countertops, couches. I've seen people use their twins if they're the right height. Like really, you can use anything. Actually, when I was filming the program, I used a chair and our cast had the beautiful rose gold bars. So it is definitely not needed at all. All you need is just a few feet of space, a good attitude, and I think the most important thing is I'm learning from the coaches posting a little bit of a release of the ego, right? I know everyone reached for 5-pound weights because we said 1 to 5 pounds. You guys, I was rocking 2-pound weights through the program. And there were a couple times in week 7 and 8 where I was like, don't set the weights down. You have to inspire people, 2-pound weights are going to do you. No other props needed, just a stable surface. And I got you.
So let's talk about the blend. How did you and Carl come up with this blend? And for someone who has never taken a cardio bar or a bar class, a classic bar, how would you explain this program?
Yeah, I mean, this program is very unique and very innovative, which is why I think the best way to explain it is really by doing the sample workout, because words are tough to use. But Carl is such an amazing leader. We met, and I kind of shared my story about creating bar programs for Equinox and some of the ways that I innovated what would be considered a very classic bar program. And he had the idea to call it Barre Blend, which would really empower me to take in all my other certifications, all my other passions for movement, and create something that is completely unique and highly effective. You guys, my arms, my abs, my booty, like my legs, everything transformed physically. And I started off in reasonably good shape. This program really takes it to the next level. And what I love about Carl is he gave me a lot of freedom to create and bring in. So we have, of course, the classic bar. You'll get that full body burn that you're used to from a classic bar class. So you bar lovers, I got you. You're going to get all of that shaky legs, shaky arms. I'm seeing all the posts. But what makes this program unique and innovative is that I also blend it with fitness, with cardio, with ballet, with boxing, with Pilates, of course, classical Pilates, just basically the best of everything that I've taught or studied over the past 20 years. I worked so hard on this program for more than 4 months before we even began shooting, putting it together. We ran an LA test group here, and we had, women in their 50s with 60 pounds to lose and women in their 20s who were elite dancers. Everyone loved it. Everyone benefited. Everyone saw results. So I think what makes it unique is that element that I created low impact, high intensity cardio sculpting intervals. So what that means is this program is actually HIIT training, high intensity interval training, just with low impact options. Now we do have some high impact options for our intensifier. Every class has 3 distinct levels: modified, mid-level, and intensified. And I'm telling you, if you rock the modified with 1-pound weights, you're going to slay your goals. So this program is very unique. It's very fun. And then of course, beyond that, Carl and I chatted about, the personal development part, which is something I'm so passionate about. And I don't think it's independent of your physical wellness. Nothing is going to change or transform in your life from shredded abs, but it will change and transform in your life from that awareness of your power, your outreach as a Beachbody coach, your ability to change lives, to up-level people. It's really the part that I'm most excited about, and I just can't wait to share it with you guys.
Okay, a lot of people are commenting on your arms, which I know has been a lifelong, work, but you did say that arms will come back if you haven't been.
I'm telling you, you guys, People keep asking before they tried the sample workout. It's not possible to change your body with 2-pound weight. You guys, these arms have not picked up a weight heavier than 2 pounds since June. Okay. So this is all from 2-pound weights. And yes, I mean, like I said, you can see me on Beachbody yoga, and I'm in good shape, but like my body changed so much, and I've really only done my own Barre Blend program. And I did the intensifying options when I was creating it to make sure they were humanly possible. But let me tell you, my progress and my transformation physically was based entirely on the modified and mid-level options, because I wanted to be able to stand by the no impact or low impact cardiovascular. There is a move in the warm up, as you know, if you've done the sample workout, where both of your feet stay planted on the ground and your heart rate will skyrocket. I love creating moves like that are safe for everyone: prenatal, postnatal, recovering from injury, trying to prevent injury, getting your hips stabilized, your joints stabilized, supporting your spine with a super strong core, all of these things that will allow you to do our other incredible Beachbody programs like the work, right? It's so effective and so fun. And thank you for the comments on my arms. I appreciate it. And it's just been a really fun journey, both physically and emotionally. I've been feeling my best.
So you and I talked about calling this a confidence program, which
Yes.
I love that term.
Oh, good.
Let's talk about the affirmations that are behind you and how they play a role into this program.
Yes, I think that's the perfect way, Sandy, to describe it. My goal is for this to be a confidence program. I want you to see your worth. I want you to know your worth. I want you to rise up into your full potential as a person, as a parent, as a partner, as a coach. I really think that so much of our reality is dictated by the thoughts we have about ourselves, the stories we tell ourselves about ourselves, the different conditioning. And I want you to feel your best. So we have these, you can see they're beautiful affirmation cards. They come with the VIP access, all of the packages, and they're just incredible. So basically what I did during the 4 months of creating the program, I very intentionally chose 60 words, one for each day of the program, and they are affirmations. So an affirmation starts with I am, and it doesn't start with I will be, or maybe one day I could be. No, I am limitless. I am empowered. I am joyful. I am happy. I am present. I am worthy. All of these affirmations will run thematically through the classes, both within each class and then within the entire program. And for me, you'll see as you do the program, I get emotional some of the days, because we all have days where maybe we don't feel empowered. You've got your child is sick or something's not going quite your way. And like, how do we repurpose that into knowing our worth, rising into it, and creating the change that we want to see? Because ultimately we are the creators of our own reality. And when we feel good, when we love ourselves, and when we know our worth, I really believe it makes us better coaches, better parents, better people. And I know I can be a little hippy dippy as like a yoga teacher, bar teacher, but I really believe that we can elevate the vibration of the world like one person at a time.
Everybody needs to be a little bit more hippy dippy, I believe.
Yeah, it did never hurt anyone to have great self-esteem.
So here is the box of affirmation cards. You are wearing a t-shirt.
Yes, this is from our apparel line. Let me see if I can hike it up here. But I was really fortunate, you guys. I got to meet with our amazing Beachbody apparel team and actually help design some of our incredible Barre Blend apparel. And let me tell you, Beachbody took it to the next level. So this shirt is our I am affirmation shirt. It has all 60 affirmations from the program, and then it says I am. So sometimes, honestly, when I'm wearing this shirt, I'll look down and be like, oh yes, I am creative. I am driven. And those words come to mind and keep me throughout the day if I'm, feeling challenged or feeling overwhelmed at any point. So I love this shirt. It comes in all sizes. It goes from extra small to XXL. It looks fabulous on women of all shapes and sizes. We do have a men's line as well, as Kevin was modeling, making that sweatshirt look bomb. But I love this. And it goes to also the affirmation cards. I kept 5 of them blank so that you guys can fill in your own affirmations and tag me. I want to hear what motivates you, what helps you feeling good. And then you can wear it on your chest and look fashionable while you do Barre Blend.
Well, and so many people are governed by their limiting beliefs. And this is a great way to start each workout, start each day, believing that you can and
That's
that
right.
you are becoming. So let me move on. You kind of talked about this already, but I want to ask it in a different way, especially for people who are just joining the call now. Most of our Beachbody programs have a modifier or intensifier to either make a move more or less challenging depending on the level. Your program has both the modifier and intensifier. So can you talk about the levels and who would need either option?
Yes, this is another of the many things that I know makes our program very unique. Every single class has 3 distinct levels: a modifier, a mid-level, and an intensifier. So no matter your level of fitness, if you've never touched your toes before, you've never been in a dance class, rock on, I got you. You're a professional dancer, Ironman triathlete, I've got you. You are going to be challenged and you are going to feel wanted and welcome. This program is for everyone. And I worked really hard to create essentially like 3 totally different programs all within one program that you can progress. So my ideal way for someone to do the program would actually be, I designed it for replayability, both for you guys as coaches and for you to share with your customers. This program can be done 180 unique classes without ever doing the same class twice because of the 3 distinct levels and because of the fact that every day of the 60-day program, the workouts are unique. So it's Monday through Friday workouts. There's no repeats. They are unique workouts designed to take you on a journey to your absolute physical ultimate. So the modifier is all low impact or no impact options with a little bit limited range of motion. I chose one of our most aspirational dancers because I want people to know that the modified does not mean easy. Modified is incredibly challenging. Like I said, for my results, I would often do the modified options. That would be, 3rd trimester prenatal. That would be for my postnatal mamas. That would be for anyone who has knee issues, hip issues. If you stop working out because you have knee or hip issues or low back issues, they're only going to get worse. Remember, Barre is based in physical therapy roots. So while you're getting shredded, I am working hard to create these options that keep your hips stabilized, your knees and ankles stabilized. We elongate your spine through a series of movements and then build a strong core around an elongated spine to prevent herniated discs, bulging discs. It's preventative of injury and it can be healing of injury. Please follow the modifier if you fall into those categories. Maybe you've never done Barre, maybe you can't quite touch your toes, maybe you or your customers have 60 or more pounds of weight to lose, you're just starting this amazing journey, you might follow the modifier. The mid-level, people like me, 2-pound weights is what I maxed out on. I did try 3 pounds once during the test group and it was so humbling. I never tried them again. But I think when I go through Barre Blend with all of you guys in January in my VIP group, those of you that get early access, I will try to up level to 3s. You can hold me to that and we'll hold each other accountable. But the mid-level is plenty. Also in the mid-level, you guys, there are no high impact options. There's no jumping whatsoever in the mid-level and it is killer. All low impact, all or no impact. And you'll see our cast is amazing. I chose a couple women from our test group. I wanted everyone represented, all body shapes, all sizes, all ages. Our cast ranges from 20s to mid 40s. And everyone has different levels of experience. 2 of our cast members had never done any kind of fitness program before they started. Then we have our intensifiers. Now, our cast of intensifiers, they are bomb, you guys. They are professional dancers. One of them performed on the AMAs. I think Kenya was just performing with Shania Twain. So they are like real deal dancers. And oh my gosh. So that is, if you love the high impact, and I will mention that it's really extra safe to do high impact options barefoot because your feet are actually designed to absorb the impact more safely than shoes with a lot of cushioning or supports. There's a lot of science behind that. It's actually like our body was made for that. But if you love to jump, you've got those options there. They're incredibly aspirational dancers. So those of you that have messaged me that you're former dancers or you love ballet, that's going to be your option. And again, I would recommend go through the program once, modify, go through it again, do the mid-level, go through it again, try level 3, the intensifier, and then you could do it again, add weights, add the resistance loop, which is one of our intensified options. There's no limit. You'll never, all of you guys sharing that you've done the sample workout 4 times and still love it. This like makes my life, but wait till you have the whole 60-day program. You can do it over and over. Barre is safe to do every day.
I think that today's Cyber Monday and Nike stock just went down a little bit.
Yeah, no, we got Beachbody. We don't need that.
So which one of the programs gave you a booty like that?
Okay, so my booty, you know, like as I've shared on many of my calls and my Meet the Trainer video, like I recently entered my 40s and, you know, I had a traumatic panic attack when I turned 30. I was like, I'm so old. And now turning 40, oh my gosh, I feel so empowered. And it's a lot of it because of this transformational work that I bring to Barre Blend. But the booty, let me tell you, when you reach this side of 40 or even this side of 30, gravity wants to pull your booty down and expand it out to the side. So with Barre Blend, I keep your booty behind you where you want it. We defy gravity. I'll lift it up. So this booty kind of started with a yoga. I have, as part of our prep calendar, you'll see that my Get Well Rounded booty classes. I have 2 of them on Bod Yoga Studio, but Barre, oh my gosh, my booty is like up by my shoulder blades now. I mean, I thought I was doing okay before. This program took it to the next level. So you guys, it's all about the Barre Blend.
Didn't you say you were part Italian?
Yes, I'm 75% Italian, you guys. I'm telling you. And like I have the love of pasta, cheese, bread, wine, all of these things. So I'm lucky I have my Shakeology to keep my health on point.
Okay, so perfect segue to nutrition. Okay, will you mention what did you learn in your years about nutrition and exercise, and what can you share with us today?
Well, first and foremost, they go hand in hand. You cannot reach your physical optimal fitness level if you're not nourishing yourself nutritionally. That's first and foremost. Second thing, and you hear me say it in the sample workout, I can give you all the 6-pack, all the abs, all the shredded arm muscles that you want, but if your nutrition's not on point, they won't be revealed. So we like to say, right, that abs are made at the bar and then revealed in the kitchen. So what I've learned over the years is that nourishment is very important. I'm not a deprivation person. I'm a person of balance. And I've learned that especially in creating, doing, and filming Barre Blend, you need to be really well hydrated and really well nourished to accomplish this program. And for me, that means my daily Shakeology. It's a very important part of what I do on the daily because I know I'm getting my nourishment. I know I'm going to have the energy I need to really do Barre Blend to its fullest. Hydration is also important. For the Beachbody performance line, I use a lot of the performance line. I love the hydrate. It makes, I'm sure my potassium and my electrolyte levels are high, and that helps with muscle cramping, right? Because Barre, it's very intense muscle work. So between that, and then I swear by the Beachbody Recover right after class, and then the recharge at night. Of course, the Energize is going to help you maybe try some of those intensified options. But for me, nutrition is, similar to the 2B mindset, right? Water first, veggies most. Like Sandy was saying, I love it. Whether they're covered in brown sugar or not, like fill your plate with veggies. I'm not afraid of healthy fats, things like almond butter, nuts, seeds. You want to be well nourished. You want to have that good balance across the board. And nutrition is literally 50% of your physical journey. So I want you to be sure. In fact, it was so important to us that I'm starting my VIP early access group that all of you guys, I hope, will be in, because that's the thing I'm most looking forward for. That starts on January 6th before the first workout comes out January 13th. And that's going to be all about getting your nutrition on point so you feel amazing starting Barre Blend.
Beachbody is all about the transformation. Can you talk about some of the test group people that you worked with and their transformation stories?
Oh my gosh. Yes. I mean, it was unreal. Like I fell so in love with our test group. Like I said, 2 of our cast members are actually 2 of the many success stories from our test group. I think we had about 23 people go through the entirety of the test group. And like I said, they ranged we had a couple professional dancers who were in their 20s. We had a man, Michael was our guy. He was a track athlete, suffered an injury, and then got completely out of shape and was lacking confidence. He came to the bar. I mean, this guy had a smile on his face every day, and he was like the most masculine man you'll ever meet, right? At the bar, he was shredded and rippling by the end. Not only did he lose 20 pounds, but that doesn't even account for all the muscles he built. And even beyond that, he shared with me and got a little teary-eyed, and so did I. He's like, before this program, I wasn't feeling very confident approaching women. And now I walk in someplace and I feel like I can talk to women, and I'm starting dating again. And like, these are the kind of transformations that are not measurable needle on a scale or with a tape measure. All of our transformations got that. All of our test groups saw incredible physical results. I mean, we are talking major weight loss. We are talking visible shredded abs. One of our women in the test group, Delia, oh my gosh, love her. She's, in her late 50s. She takes care of her mom. She was a caregiver to her kids, and she'd really put herself second or third or fourth her whole life. And so her story touched me. So she came into test group and she's like, Elise, I have a tricep dimple. Oh my gosh. Like, it was amazing. And she said she really rose into her own power. Women were experiencing promotions at work. Our dancers were booking more jobs. They were getting their strength on point. I mean, people were saying improved relationships with their husband. We had one woman in our test group who had been trying for a baby for so long and finally got pregnant midway through Barre Blend. So I always like to say, I don't know, Barre Blend could promote fertility. So the transformations were epic physically, and you'll see some of those pictures as we filter them in. But for me personally, the emotional transformation, the confidence, the elevation in going for your goals, the belief in yourself. I mean, these people, their whole demeanor changed. They stood a little taller. They opened their heart a little more. Their beauty just radiated out of their eyes. And it was my dressing room during filming was just filled with cards. It's going to make me emotional. Filled with cards from the test group. And very few of them were like, thanks for my shredded abs. They all had them, but most of them were about, they felt like they got their life back. They became the creator of their reality. They up-leveled their life in every way, the 23 hours away from the bar. And for me, that's what I care about.
I'm so glad that Beachbody programs and Shakeology can help people with their pregnancies and their relationships. And
that's right, because we got them on Shakeology. Before that, her nutrition was not on point, and then part of the program, when we do these test groups, it's the Shakeology, it's the performance line that we recommend. They're doing those things. And that's why, in addition, of course, to the amazing program, that people are really seeing that full transformation. And the fact that Beachbody is a one-stop shop for all of this, I mean, you're getting your emotional transformation. Barre Blend gives you everything. So I'm so excited.
You give off such a warm, loving, supportive feeling. Just watching you in the video, like, you're tough, but you are also really positive. I'm sure that you've had to overcome some challenges throughout your life. And I don't need for you to go deep into what all of the challenges have been, but name something that you have learned from hitting a rough patch in your life, and how that has permeated through who you are today.
Yeah. There's been a few major life challenges like the one you mentioned. Of course, in the Meet the Trainer video, I spoke about my struggle with infertility and how something not working out in the way that I had planned has worked out in such a beautiful way. I mean, the support and nurturing from my Beachbody family is like, it's beyond anything I could have ever hoped for. So that's one way that you guys know. But like another way is when I was going through the transition away from musical theater, it was all I'd ever wanted. I mean, I'd worked so hard at performing since I was a kid. And when that ended, I really felt like a piece of me might die. Like, what am I going to do? I didn't have a passion for anything else. And when I found yoga, I really felt like, losing my physical voice, literally I had to lose my voice to find a newer, truer voice, which is the voice that I bring to Barre Blend. And again, like this repurposing of my idea of family. You guys are my family. And I mean, everyone from here at Beachbody headquarters who's just welcomed me, and all of you guys who welcome me into your home. I watch all your stories. I see all of your posts. I read all of your DMs. And it's just been like, it's been more of a family than I could have hoped for. And I think that sometimes when a door closes, like an even more beautiful door opens up. And just to have the opportunity to share this really, I poured my heart and soul and all of my passion into this program. And I wouldn't have a means to share it if it wasn't for you. You guys, you coaches are the ones that get it into people's living rooms, that allow me the space and the platform to share my passion. And I couldn't be more thankful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I want to end on a really high note
Yeah.
with a final question that is, what continues to push you? What continues to motivate you? Where do you get your drive from?
You
Take a
know,
moment if you need.
yeah, no, they're all joyful tears. Like that's the thing. I think, having emotions is a beautiful thing, and we all have them, and whether they're challenging emotions or joyful emotions, transformation is real, and it involves these processes, right? Something that motivates me, honestly, my love of life and my desire to help everyone feel good. Like I've been through many challenges, like some really big life challenges, and then some daily challenges, just like all of you guys. And I guess I'm motivated. I want to feel my best so that I can give my best. When I feel good, I give my best to my husband. I give my best to you guys. I give my best to my purpose. And for me, I'm really motivated by helping other people find that. So essentially, like basically the same motivation that you guys have as coaches. I want to create something of value to offer the world. And I want to allow people to see their worth. So I'm motivated by feeling good for myself, and watching and helping other people feel good about themselves is like the greatest gift.
Well, I can tell you that this is going to be a very beautiful friendship. We are so
Thank you.
happy that you're here. You are a perfect fit. And we're excited. Tomorrow is a big day. It's the purchase window for Coach Exclusive. Plus, you get the 10 free workouts.
Yeah, so you won't have
start
to do the
out.
sample over and over. And also you'll be in my VIP early access group, which is like, I'm so excited. I'll be getting together with you virtually starting on January 6th. And it'll be like this direct access to me. I'll be sharing my tips and tricks, how I purpose Shakeology, and gratitude lists and all kinds of things. So I just can't wait to connect with all of you guys in the VIP group as well.
Thank you so much for coming, Elise.
Oh,
I'll
it's
run over
so
there in
fun.
just a second, give you a big hug. Thank you
Oh,
for
thank
sharing
you.
and pouring out your heart and soul into this program,
Thank
and
you.
sharing your years of expertise in dance and fitness and nutrition and yoga and ballet and Pilates. I mean, this is just a blend of everything that we all need. So
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me, you guys.
All right. Well, everybody knows how I end every single call, but this time I'm using it straight from her cards. I am ready. Who else is ready? Everybody, have a great Monday. Have a great week. We'll see you here next week. Bye-bye.